What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video, and I'm just checking in on you. How you doing? What's going on? Now today is May the 9th, and this is going to be your weekly vendor reset and must-buys. So don't forget to, sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know what you think in the comment section below. But we had a manhunt today, and it is the end of year 4. So whenever you finish your manhunt mission, you will have this lovely lawn ornament. And then you can see that the White House um, has seen some better days. I've seen better days. You know what I mean? All right, but here we go. So we're going to start our weekly vendor reset in Washington, D.C., and then we will finish up in New York City. But I'm trying to give you a little tour of the new messed up base of ops. But anyways, here we go. Vendor reset. Yeah.
What can I do for you?
And starting off with, actually, this is a really good chess piece. This is the closer. This is the named Uzina Getica chess piece with perfect spotter, and this thing goes perfect with Flatline as a weapon talent. So this is amplified damage to pulsed enemies, and if you use that with that weapon talent Flatline, you can double up on your amplified damage and have a good day. Now this one comes with armor regen and hazard. That is really good because you can get more armor using this build from the brand set bonus, which helps out your armor regen. But then also if you use 3 pieces of Uzina Getica, you can have that hazard protection brand set bonus as well to go with this hazard protection under your attributes. But anyways, I mean, all these attributes are fairly decent. This is a good pickup. So right here at the base of ops, pick up the closer. Next up, we have a police UMP 45 with sledgehammer and swap speed, followed by a FAMAS with crit chance and on empty, and then a D50 with sledgehammer and health damage. I don't like the health damage or the sledgehammer talent. However, if you are trying to craft the Regulus, I'm pretty sure you're going to need one of these. So you can pick up one of these, just put it in your stash, and then whenever you go to craft that exotic, you'll have one of these waiting. For the gear items, we have a Hanayu backpack with Bloodsucker, crit hit damage, and weapon handling. And then finally, a Petrov chess piece with headshot damage, armor regen, and braced. Looking at the mods, we have crit chance 4.4, drone duration 6.4, turret duration 5.9, and sticky bomb blast radius of 5.0. Now, must buys from the base of ops, I would say the closer chess piece and the D50 if you need it for crafting other pistols. Now, our next 2 vendors from the base of ops, and you can see everything's all messed up. People are coughing. That dude's dying. I mean, this place has seen some better days. Our next 2 vendors are going to be the Countdown vendor and Clan vendor. Remember, you can find these vendors both in the Haven settlement in New York City as well, but I'm going to show you what they have right here because it is all the same. So here we go, Countdown vendor. Oh, dang. All right, 2 must-buys here. Well, technically 3 must-buys here. Holy crap. So all 3 of these named items are really good. So the test subject is top tier for any skill build in the game. It doesn't matter if it's turret drone, sticky bomb, hive, seeker mine. It doesn't matter. This is top tier for weapons to use with a skill build. The reason being is that it comes with perfectly in sync. Now, perfectly in sync can give you 40% more skill damage and weapon damage at the same time. 40%. Now, not only that, but look at these attributes. These are all really high, and it has damage to armor. I mean, that's good. You could switch it to damage targets out of cover if you want, but it's up to you. I mean, this is a really, really good weapon. I use this weapon on 99% of my skill builds, and if I am not using this weapon, I use the capacitor. But still, I mean, this is a must buy. Next up, another must buy. Holy crap. So this is a god rolled Fox's prayer knee pads for headshot damage. So you get damage targets out of cover and you get headshot damage. Not only that, but you can pick up two of these. One max out the weapon damage, the other one max out armor, and then just use this. This is perfect. This is a really good pair of knee pads. And then finally, the Orbit, another must buy. Now, the Orbit is previously a PvP exclusive item. You can only get it from DZ or Conflict. However, as soon as they implemented the named item cache, you can get it in there. And then with the Countdown vendor, every once in a while, you can get a PvP exclusive item. And here we are. This is perfect. So pick this one up, and it has a good pistol damage starting off. So you could just recalibrate the accuracy for damage targets out of cover or armor damage, whatever it is you want. I mean, this is a good one. The Countdown vendor is perfect this week. This is perfect. All three of these I highly recommend because you get perfect finisher, you get damage targets out of cover, and you get damage to armor with perfectly in sync. I mean, this is a good combination. All right, let's see. Next up, we have the Clan vendor. Now, just a reminder, the DoD Disciples of Doom is on all platforms, so you can find me on Discord, and you can see how you can, try to join.
All the best stuff.
All right, here is your clan vendor.
Do you want some?
Starting with the Pyromaniac. This is the named Police M4 with Perfectly Ignited. Now, this one comes with reload speed, but it's still a great weapon to use, especially if you're going to use the fire sticky or the fire chem launcher, something like that. This is a great weapon to have because those enemies are going to be on burn for a while, especially if you have the firewall specialization active. And you can use this with the striker shield that you get from that firewall specialization. This is a great weapon to use with a fire burn build. I highly recommend it. I use it for my burn builds, and I have a few of them in some previous build videos. Looking at the gear set items, we have a Umbra mask with repair skills, Hunter's Fury knee pads with hazard protection. That's good if you want to do, you could recalibrate the weapon damage to armor and then do like a tanky Pro with Hunter's Fury. That could be a sick combination. I'm going to try that out. And then we have Negotiator's Dilemma mask with status effects. Looking at the high-end items, we have a UIC 15 Mod 2 with Sadist, max crit hit damage and swap speed, followed by a Dice Roast with pretty decent pistol damage, rate of fire, and flatline. Interesting. If you need flatline for your recalibration library, I would say pick this one up and then just donate it to your recalibration library. And then we have a M700 Tactical with crit chance and preservation. Looking at the high-end gear items, we have Overlord knee pads with max headshot and skill haste, followed by China Light knee pads with skill damage and hazard, but this is good for a skill build. Just recalibrate that hazard protection off for skill haste or status effects. A 511 mask with skill haste and weapon handling, and Hanayu knee pads with weapon handling and armor regen. Looking at the mods, we have skill haste 10.4, sticky bomb skill haste 4.3, trap shock radius of 6.3, and seeker mine health of 6.6. Now, must buys, things to look at for your clan vendor: the Pyromaniac, Hunter's Fury knee pads, the Flatline if you need to put that in your recalibration library for pistols, and the China Light knee pads are not that bad. All right, so that is it for your base of ops. So now we're going to start our way west, and then we will double back east. Our first stop is going to be the campus settlement. Now, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up, support the channel by subscribing, and let me know if I'm skipping over any must-buys or anything. And yeah, hope you have a great day. This is the finale for year 4 today, so we see what's going on with the story and all of that. Let me know in the comments what you think about that as well. So here we are at the campus settlement.
Are you looking to make a deal?
Starting off with the Forged. This is the named Richter and Kaiser holster with shield health. Now, it also comes with armor regen. This is a really, really good one to pick up. I would
Thanks
pick
for all
this
the
one up
business.
and I would recalibrate that skill tier to an armor core and then put this with a Foundry Bulwark build. You can get your shield health to some insane numbers. Then we have a classic M44 carbine with health damage and lucky shot, followed by a custom L86 with damage to armor and sledgehammer. Looking at the gear items, we have Alp's Mask with skill damage, armor regen, and then Providence Holster with crit hit damage and weapon handling. But this one's perfect. You could pick this one up and recalibrate the weapon handling off for crit chance and go double crit, or you could recalibrate the weapon handling for headshot damage and then do headshot damage, crit hit damage. It doesn't matter. This is a good one to pick up to have double reds. And then looking at the mods, we have skill duration 8.2, chem launcher duration 4.2, hive health 7.6, pulse cone size of 6.4, and trap duration of 4.1. Now, must buys things to look for from the campus settlement. We have the Forge, we have the Providence Defense holster. All right.
Always a pleasure to do.
Now, that is it for the campus. Now it is time for us to go to our Dark Zone vendors. And starting off with Dark Zone West. DZ West. Oh, West. All right, let's see what we got here. Now, just a reminder for all of these Dark Zone vendors, the only currency they take are Dark Zone resources. So to double check your Dark Zone resources, go to your resource tab, toggle down to your keys, and just above that are your Dark Zone resources. You can see, for example, I am sitting at 700 out of 999. So if I, run out of these DZ resources, I have to go back into the Dark Zone and either dismantle contaminated gear and extract it, or I have to go in there, open up those blue boxes, and then get DZ resources that way. But either way, that's how you do it. And here we are, DZ West. Starting with the Baker's Dozen. Now, this is the named M1A, and this comes with perfect lucky shot and reload speed. Ugh. Then we have a 612 shotgun with accuracy and in sync, followed by a USC 45 ACP with crit chance and strained. Looking at the gear items, we have Umbra gloves with skill damage, Tip of the Spear knee pads with armor regen, Fenris gloves with crit hit damage and skill haste, and then finally Grupo knee pads with crit hit damage and armor regen. That's a good. Interesting. You could use that. Now, looking at the mods, we have Ensnare Resistance 8.5, Seeker Mine Healing 5.8, Shield Health 4.3, Firefly Blind Effect Duration 5.9, and then finally Decoy Health of 6.0. Now, must buys things to look for from the DZ West vendor. You could make these Fenris gloves double crit. You could make the Grupo knee pads double crit. Just recalibrate the armor regen for crit hit chance, and then recalibrate the skill haste for crit hit chance. But that's it for Dark Zone West. Let's take our talents down south. We're going down south, boys. DZ South, let's go. All right. And then what do we have here? We have 3 more vendors. And then the Haven. Okay. Dark Zone South. Ooh, got some action going on there.
Anything I can show you?
And starting with the swap chain. This is the named MP7 with perfect unwavering. Comes with accuracy. Next up, we have a Vector SBR 9mm with health damage and outsider. A military P416 with max rate of fire and future perfect. And then finally a X45 tactical with ranger. Looking at the gear items, we have a Tip of the Spear backpack with max weapon damage, so you could recalibrate that crit chance for anything in the game, and it could be fully maxed out, ready to go. I'm not a big tip of the spear fan, but if you are, let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll put one together. We'll see. Then we have Hunter's Fury chest piece with armor regen. That's a good one. Not bad. Followed by 511 backpack with bloodsucker, weapon handling, and explosive resistance. And then finally a Overlord chest piece with spotter, crit chance, and status effects. Now what I would do with this one is pick this one up, recalibrate that status effects off for either headshot or crit hit damage, and then have a nice day. Looking at the mods, we have crit hit damage 10.2, drone deflect duration 6.2, turret duration 6.0, and sticky bomb duration of 6.3. Now, must buys, things to look for from the DZ South vendor. I mean, there are items here. They are items. The tip of the spear backpack is good just because it does have that max attribute. So all you have to do is recalibrate the other one to make it god rolled. So if you want to use that one, you can pick that one up here. And then I could say, the Overlord chest piece with spotter and crit chance is a good starting point. But just note that you will have to recalibrate that status effects off and optimize your little heart off to get the rest of those maxed out. Alright, so that is it for DZ South. Let's go to the Castle Settlement. Making our little pit stop over here to Wally. And see what her vendor over here has to offer. Run! You can do it. Run! Alrighty. And if you have already completed the manhunt, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm curious to see your opinion. Alright, here we go. Castle Settlement. Starting with the designated hitter. This is the named marksman rifle with perfect reformation, and it comes with health damage. Then we have a M700 tactical with max crit chance and strained, followed by a classic M60 with optimal range and preservation. Looking at the gear items, we have a Habsburg Guard mask with skill damage and skill haste. And then a Petrov holster with skill damage and skill haste. Looking at the mods, we have repair skills 15.6, chem launcher and snare health 13.6, sticky bomb hive duration 4.3, sticky bomb stupid, pulse cone size 6.4, and trap shock radius of 6.1. Now must buys, things to look for from the castle. Not really, to be honest. Even these with skill haste, skill damage, I would just, not really. Alright, so that is it for those vendors. Yeah. And then let's make our way to DZ East. Now I go to the Alpha checkpoint because I don't want to run all the way through that courtyard from the main entrance. And then plus, all you have to do is do the double loading and then just exit out the door. So here's your double loading.
College.
All right, there we go. And come on, there we go.
Dark zone drop
All right,
available.
DZ South.
Access
Always happy
granted.
to see
Now,
you.
starting with the White Death,
Scan in
this is
progress.
the marksman rifle with that
Detected.
137%
Guarded by
headshot
hostiles.
damage. Now, this one comes with magazine size and reformation. Then we have a tactical 308 with magazine size and eyeless, and then a military Mark 46 with accuracy and sadist. I mean, none of these are that great. Looking at the gear items, we have tip of the spear mask with crit chance, striker's holster with armor regen. That's a good one. Just reroll the weapon damage for armor. Hanayu mask with skill haste and crit chance. This is good. You could use this one for either skill builds or a skill build hybrid with skill damage and crit chance. Just have to recalibrate some attributes. And then finally, a Empress holster with skill damage and explosive resistance. Looking at the mods, we have skill duration 8.5, chem launcher damage 4.1, hive duration 4.3, pulse radius 8.7, and trap duration of 4.1. Now, must buys, things to look for from the DZ East vendor. I mean, the Hanyu is good for skill builds. That's about it. Oh, the Striker. Striker armor regen's pretty good. All right, let's go to our last stop, the theater settlement. And if you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, what are you waiting on? Come on, hit that like. Support the channel. All right, here we go. Big money, big money, big money. No whammies, no whammies. Starting off with the Mop. This is the named 612 shotgun with armor on kill. This one comes with steady-handed. What I would do is pick this one up, recalibrate the steady-handed off for preservation, and then just optimize the rest of the attributes. Get your armor on kill and your armor over time on kill. Next up, we have a tactical Super 90 with preservation and magazine size, and then a urban MDR with max rifle damage, crit chance, and in sync. Not bad. Looking at the gear items, we have a Fenris pair of gloves with skill damage status effects. And then using a Getica knee pads with status effects and explosive resistance. Looking at the mods, we have incoming repairs 16.3, Seeker Mind skill haste 4.9, Shield active regen 4.2, Firefly +1 max target, and decoy duration of 6.0. Now, must-buys things to look for. You can pick up the Mop for a good armor on kill build. The Urban MDR would be good for skill builds. Just recalibrate the crit chance for either damage targets out of cover or damage to armor. The Fenris is good for a capacitor skill build. So you could use this, put it on with the capacitor, have a nice day. And that's about it.
If you wait, we will provide arms.
All right, so that is it for Washington, D.C. Let's finish up the video in New York City. Here we go, Haven Settlement. Now we have 2 vendors remaining. We have Marco, who is at the top of the escalator, and then we will have Roy Benitez just outside. So here we go.
Entering safe area.
Making our way to Marco. Oh, now apparently my entitlements are now currently slow. Okay, that's new.
Hey, want to make a
All
trade?
right, Marco. Starting with the converted SMG-9. This comes with stability and future perfect. Then we have a military Mark 46 with health, damage, and perpetuation. A Resolute 47 Mark with headshot damage and killer. And then finally, a custom PF45 with stability and in sync. Looking at the gear items, Entrench. Who likes Entrench? Nobody. Walker Harris chest piece with crit chance, skill haste, and Entrench. China Light gloves with crit chance and headshot damage. And then finally, ooh, nice. A really good Sokolov Concern mask. You could use this with any SMG build. This will help you out. And if you have this with the Ninja Bike, you get the SMG and the crit hit damage at the same time. And you could either recalibrate the headshot damage for crit hit damage, go double crit, or you could recalibrate that weapon damage off for armor, go like, armor, high crit chance, headshot, SMG. I mean, either way, that could be pretty dirty. And then looking at the mods, we have skill duration 8.5, protection from elites 11%. Turret duration 5.9, Hive Reviver Armor 8.3, and Decoy Health of 6.0. Now, must-buys from Marco, we have the Sokolov Concern Mask. Okay. Now, we only have one more vendor for this weekly vendor reset. I hope you have all enjoyed the video. And don't forget to pet the dog. Now, for the past few weeks, we've been talking about petting the dog. There are different variations that the dog does. Some people say there are 5, so make sure to keep doing this over and over, and you can see different reactions from the dog. But at least, come over here, give him a nice pet, support the doggy. And here we go, Roy Benitez. Starting with the Vector SBR 9mm, health, damage, and strained. Then we have a SOCOM Mark 20 with crit chance and first blood. A SIG 716 with damage targets out of cover and determined. And then finally a first wave PF45 with crit hit damage and close and personal. Looking at the gear items, 511 backpack with vigilance, max crit hit damage and repair skills. A Empress pair of knee pads with skill haste, skill damage. I mean, this is good. Pick these ones up for a skill build. Most definitely, this is good. You could either keep it how it is, just max out one of those attributes and optimize the other, or you could recalibrate one of those to status effects. It doesn't matter. And then finally, a Araldi holster with skill haste and health. Looking at the mods, repair skills 15.8, skill duration 8.4, shield holstered regen 4.1, pulse skill haste 4.9, and trap duration of 4.3. Now, must buys things to look for from Roy Benitez. The Empress International holster. That's going to be your only thing, really.
Good work away.
All right, that is it. And that will be your weekly vendor reset and must buys for today, May 9th. I hope you found this video helpful or informative. If so, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Subscribe for more Division content. I am Kamikazevondoom. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Peace.